Hey guys, Hawk here. Welcome back to the channel. We really appreciate you guys being here with us. So, imagine this. You're hauling a load on your flatbed trailer when the trailer separates from your truck, safety chains and all. No sweat, right? Your emergency brake controller will kick in and apply the trailer brakes and stop the trailer and hopefully save the cargo. But what if the brakes still fail because the emergency brake controller's battery's dead? Here's how we fixed it to make sure that doesn't happen to us, and all for around 20 bucks. We just completed our maintenance on our little 18-foot flatbed trailer. She's a 2009, and we just replaced her beaver tail decking, installed new wiring and lights, replaced her brakes and tires, and installed a new emergency brake controller. To be honest, we never paid too much attention to the emergency braking system until now. In fact, I don't think we even tested it to see if it was working in quite some time, and we thought that it was probably a good time to check out the entire system. If you have a trailer with an emergency controller and brake system, we're curious to know how often you check yours, or if you discovered the same problem we did with the emergency brake system.
What we found, and what alarmed us, was that we found the system was not wired to charge the Breakaway controller battery. Unbelievably, her factory pin plug did not provide a line to charge the battery. That means once the battery was depleted, it was non-functional and would not apply the electric braking system in an emergency. So it was time for us to address this problem.
The good news was that this had an easy and cheap fix. We put a new 7-pin connector on and wired it directly to the battery to provide a constant charge when the connector was plugged into the truck. So I'll let JC walk you through what he did to make the fix.
Okay. So here's our new end, manufactured by Kurt. The easiest way to get rid of the old one was to take a pair of tin snips or wire cutters, cut it off. So that takes care of that. Now, let's pull out our wires, see what we got for our 7-pin. Oh, look at that, we've got a total of 5 wires, and we're going to have to run a new wire to go to our battery, which we'll be hooking up. There we go. Okay, there's our end. The terminals that we're going to hook our wires to. And what's nice about it is they're all labeled. I got some scrap wire laying around. It's a little thinner, but will suit the purpose. Okay, and the blue wire we do not have. That would be for your backup lights, I think, which we don't have on this trailer. And we don't have running into a wire that goes on out to the backup lights. So we're going to put that on there, but that's not today's project. Although backup lights on this trailer would be kind of cool. So, and then we'll just put everything back in the casing. That's pretty tight. I don't think that's going anywhere. Okay, so we have run the wire, the brown wire, which is going to tie into the red wires for charging the battery and the breakaway. So now all we got to do is splice the 2 wires together, tuck them up into the junction box there on the trailer, put the cover back on, and test out the lights. So let's get to work. Do the access hole in the junction box, which is open, which is kind of nice, so if any water actually got into the junction box, it'd just run out. We got a nice watertight seal. So the only thing we'll do now is I'll leave this open until we test our brake system, make sure everything's working good. So let's do that now. Okay, we've now plugged the trailer in. I'll show you that. And first we want to check to see if our battery is in fact charging. And it is. The charging light is lit. See the orange light right there? Charging. So we're good to go. So that connection is now working. Okay, let's check to see if the lights are working properly. We'll go 4 ways, also known as the emergency lights. We'll go left blinker, right blinker, brake lights, and then driving lights or parking lights. Okay, everything's working good. Job complete. We'll put that cover back on, and she's back in service.